Hey guys, I'm just gonna do a really quick live remodel update. We're having a really hard time actually finding the time to edit videos right now, so I figured for our weekly update this is like the quickest way to do it. But for starters, we have our fireplace wall built. Eventually our TV is gonna go right up there. And we've got our fireplace going, which is so cool. And we are so excited about. My dad and my mom just came in and taped and got this all, well, they did the first coat of taping. So they got that done today, and they have to put 2 more coats on. So he's got to do a first coat, second coat, third coat. Then he has to sand, and then he has to prime and texture. So there's a lot of steps to drywall, but my dad is a professional drywaller, so he's got it all down. But so that's what our drywall is looking like. Very fancy. We have this column here because we have to have a column in our house. It's a support beam, so that's fine. We're gonna kind of use it as part of the entertainment center here, and we're going to just like trim it out and make it super cute. You can see it's kind of wide, not too bad, but I think if we trim it, it'll look really cute. Over here, oh, Brian is also tiling our bathroom right now. This is why we don't have time to do updates, because we're like so busy. But just pause for a second. We're gonna cut a piece of tile. Okay, so he got the tile cut there, but oh, he's got to cut another one. So we're in the middle of trying to tile the bathroom at the same time. So yeah, he's literally tiling the bathroom as I'm doing this update, but I'll show you really quick. Mom and Dad have the kids' room here all taped, and it looks really good. If you guys have watched since the beginning, you know we made this the kids' room because we have the ducting that we have to work around. So these soffits, we just turn them into basically what they call soffits. So we have a lot of them in the kids' room. So the ceiling is a little bit shorter here, but that's okay because it's kids. And then in the far corner there is where we have, oh, hi, Leah, is where we have the fireplace and family room there. So yeah, pretty cool. And then in the corner here, we have the cabinets are put in here for the wet bar. And they are all covered up right now because we don't want to get taping mud and stuff on them. There's a few leftover sheets of drywall because we haven't finished hanging the last room in here. But I'll show you guys, this is the hallway. So you come down the stairs, you see the family room and the kids' room, and then there's the hallway. And this I'm super excited about is the new kids' play area. So it has 2 tiny little windows, a really cute little doorway. It's probably too dark to see in here. I don't know how to turn this construction light on, but it's gonna be a really cute little kids' playroom in there. And then back here, hello, homemade food junkie. We have one of the bigger bedrooms of the 2. So there's the egress window, the closet, and it's gonna have like a little divot there for whatever we want to use that for. And then in here is our second bedroom, which has not finished. We haven't finished hanging this. My dad hasn't yet because there's that pipe there, which if we take that pipe away, then we take the bathroom upstairs away, which we are not ready to do yet. But Brian is in the bathroom here working on the tile right now. As you can see, he's got quite a bit done already. We just have to go all the way up to the ceiling, obviously, but I think pretty soon we're ready to put the next piece in there.
Yeah.
But it's looking pretty good so far. He got all the mortar in there. He's just setting the tiles using his brand new tile saw, which he likes a lot. Makes this job a lot easier. Huh?
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, this is the bathroom, the vanity,
Who's watching?
the shower, Aaliyah and Mom.
Oh, wow. How's it going, guys?
And then this is where the toilet's gonna be. And I think, Mom, you've pretty much seen this, quite a bit of this basement, but Aaliyah, I don't think you've seen this before, so this is a lot of work we've done down in the basement. Yeah, the tiles look really good, and then he's got, these are cut to do the middle strip. So as you can see in the middle, yeah, in the middle it's gonna look like that of the shower, in the shower, like as an accent piece. So I think that's gonna wind up looking really good. So the white will pop against that gray a little bit, and it should look really nice. When do the accent pieces go on? They're gonna go on pretty much, when do they go on? Another row or so?
I think one more tile height of this, and then we'll have the accent pieces.
Yeah, because we kind of want the accent to be like right up there in the middle, so it'll be, and it's gonna go like bzz, 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 like.
It might be able to even go on next layer. What do you
layer?
guys think? Next layer or one more height? See, if you look at me, that's where it's at right now. So I think do another one. It's like at your shoulder height.
Oh yeah, so we might just do it the next layer. Yeah, I think that would look good too, but I don't know. I think they're a little higher usually, so maybe the layer after that. But
Yeah.
yeah, Aaliyah, I don't think you've seen a lot of this. You have to come over and see it in person because it looks a lot better than it does just in our little video. The tile row, we're up to, is that row 5 or 6 over there?
That is row number 7.
Oh, it's row number 7. So it's pretty high. I would say it's about like, well, if I'm standing in here, it's about rib cage high to me. So I don't know, the accents are usually like just a little bit higher. We might be able to do it in the next row though, that cool little accent line. But yeah, so that's what's going on in the bathroom tonight. And Aaliyah, I don't think you've seen the kitchen for a while, so I'm gonna walk upstairs and show you that really quickly, because there's been a lot of changes here. We also managed to clean out some of the living room. I know it still looks awful, but that's actually a big improvement to what it was. So we're just gonna call that a win right there. But the kitchen, we've started to do the island here and the cabinets. So we have a couple of the uppers done here, and we have the stove here that we kind of sort of pushed in, but not all the way. And this is the island, which is going to be huge. This really ugly floor is going away. And we actually went and picked up the flooring today. So this is going to be there. If I get down, pardon the mess, it's a little bit dirty because we've been walking on it with dirty feet, but that's going to be kind of what it looks like. Dark floor with the white cabinets there. And then I had to do my dinner dishes out there on the top of the cardboard tonight because that's kind of what you got to do to keep up with the mess around here. But as you can see, the contractors still have a lot of their tools around. The dishwasher is not hooked up. We just shoved it back in there. The sink that we're gonna have is not hooked up yet either. This is our old sink that our contractor just kind of shoved on top. And then these are like the newer cabinets. So I've also been doing laundry all day, so pardon the mess, but this is our new laundry room. If you guys remember, this is where the back staircase was. So instead of a staircase, you go back here and there's now a laundry room. And they also made us a brand new window here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 windows in the kitchen. So it's a lot brighter and happier in here than it was, which is pretty cool. I can see Ellie when she's on this side of the yard now. She can't hide from me anymore. So yeah, it's looking good. The fridge spot is there. One of the uppers is there. All of the lowers are set. So we're just waiting on the countertops to get measured on Tuesday. These are the rest of the uppers for the kitchen, all stacked up there. That's our poor little fridge there. Our old one, that's a little champion fridge that just carries on. We just push it around the kitchen and make sure it's plugged in. But our old one is sitting in our living room, which we are very excited to get out of the living room. At this point, anything that gets out of the living room is like a win for us. But yeah, we got so sick of it tonight. We were just like, oh my gosh, we cannot handle the mess anymore. And we pushed a lot of stuff to the corner and we reorganized this room because it was just stacked with random stuff. So we're kind of getting to that point where we just cannot look at the mess anymore. But yeah, as far as big things going on, I think the basement is the major cool thing for the week. We've also got this painted, so it's a really nice soft gray, and we have a white. And that's what we got going on. I just switched the fireplace rock out. So I don't know if you guys saw, I put a little poll on Facebook and Instagram whether or not you liked the white rock here or the black rock. And a lot of people like the black rock, and we actually bought the white rock as like an extra accessory because we thought we would like that better. But it didn't wind up being very reflective in there. It actually kind of sucked the light up. So the black rock, you can see it kind of sparkles on there and it really like reflects the fire. So I think we're gonna stick with that for now. It is a natural gas fire. So essentially it's real fire, but it's heated with natural gas. So yeah, it actually does emit like a bit of heat. We didn't get the blower package because we didn't really need heat down here, but that thing does get pretty warm. Standing away from it, it does emit a bit of heat. So, but yeah, and then we've got it all ready for the TV to go up there, and everything else is coming together. But yeah, and he's working away on the tile here. Gonna get that shower going. Are you gonna do one more line and then the white, you think?
Yeah.
One more line? Yeah. I think that would look nice. So, and that'll get really loud. But do you guys have any questions about the remodel, how it's going, what we're working on? Obviously what we're working on right now is the bathroom tile. And we do apologize because we have an entire weekend vlog from last weekend that we have meant to edit that we just absolutely cannot get around to because every night we're doing this stuff. But it's gonna get a little bit loud. This is his new tile saw. It's pretty cool. You just fill it up with water and it like emits its own water out of here. So it automatically like keeps the tile getting wet. It does kind of make a mess of the masking, but we'll fix that.
Sorry, Dave. Sorry, Dave.
Yeah, sorry, Dad. All right, he'll cut this piece and then we'll go take a look at what the shower looks like. All right, so we'll go back to the shower and see where we're at here.
Whoops.
So we've already got quite a bit done on the shower, really. Oh yeah, Mom says don't get the drywall stack wet. Don't worry, we won't get that wet. We're far away from it, we promise. Yeah, hi Tina, it is coming together. We've got the guest room all ready for you.
Hi, Mom.
Let's see here.
What do you guys think about the live update? Do you guys like the live update?
We've resorted to live updates because we just don't have time to edit right now, but hopefully it's not horrible quality. I'm filming this on my phone. Your mom likes it. She says she's excited.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's looking good. That's our gray tile we're gonna put in there. And then the next row, he's gonna add this accent piece here. So yeah, basically it's gonna look like that across the gray there. So it'll just break up the monotony of just random gray tiles all the time. So it's a little better looking. But how's that bottom row drying?
That's drying really well.
Okay. Yeah, we did this quite a bit earlier once we had time when the baby went to nap.
Your mom's gonna say something about me not putting cardboard on the...
I think, Aaliyah, we're gonna try and keep it going. Aaliyah wanted to know if we're gonna stop doing YouTube after the remodel's done.
No, we're gonna try and get into like making DIY coffee tables, DIY dining room tables, that kind of stuff. So
yeah, we'd like to keep doing house projects and kind of keeping that rolling because, for one thing, I don't think this remodel is actually going to get done for quite a while.
Yeah.
I think we're looking like at least till the end of 2018, like through the end of the year for sure, because we have to do all the finish work, the finish trim. It's a lot of stuff we got to do. The shower base protector. Well, right now the shower base protector is this little sponge
Yeah.
that just protects it by cleaning it real quick.
That's why I said your mom's gonna mention something about cardboard.
Yeah, they do have that's capped off, that drain underneath there, but yeah, we're not very good at masking things off, are we?
No.
Yeah.
Just clean it later.
Yeah, we'll just have to clean it later. So what's next? Is it the white row?
Yeah.
And then we have to let this dry how long before we grout?
That's a great question. We're gonna leave it up overnight.
Yeah, at least overnight, and then
I think it's like a 24-hour thing.
it might be 24 hours. And then what we bought for the grout is a bright white that's gonna go in between the cracks and everything. So it's kind of I don't know if it's hard to see in the video, it's kind of a gray color, and then it'll have white in between that should pop those tiles really nice. And it also should work really well with these tiles we have down here that he's gonna lay for the accent row, which if I stay on the video, you guys will get to see him lay those white tiles too, which I'm excited about. I don't know if you guys are excited about.
I'm not excited about it.
So the pink spots are are these. What they are, they're tile spacers. And what they're for is they basically hold the tiles in place so they don't move as they're drying. Otherwise, our tiles will they could slowly, you know, kind of sag onto each other, and then we'll lose those really nice grout lines. So you keep the spacers in place for like a day, probably about 24 hours, until the grout is, or the mortar is completely dry behind the tiles. And then you take the spacers out, and then you can grout in between. So they're just there temporarily, just for like a day or so. The homemade food junkie wants to see the whole wall. You want to see us do the whole wall? That would take a long time.
No,
This would be a long live video.
We could do the whole wall. You know, we plan to do the whole wall tonight, but man, that's gonna be boring for you guys.
Yeah, we are definitely gonna do the whole wall tonight. Maybe
2 of them.
Maybe 2. We might get to 2. But it is kind of fun to see the process. Oops. I keep standing right on our time lapse. We also have the video camera going down here on time lapse.
Maybe we'll be able to edit that video.
Yeah, hopefully we will find time to be able to edit that and post it. Right now it's like, time, what is that? We don't got a whole lot of that, but we're doing our best. So I hope you guys enjoy what we're putting out so far, as far as content goes. You guys are our biggest fans.
Oh yeah.
We're pretty excited about it. Thanks, Tina. She said we're amazing.
Oh. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, I got to, basically I looked at my fridge tonight and I said, you know what? I have pork chops and I can make pork chops tonight in the Instant Pot and try and run around in that mess and find all the ingredients. Or I can just pull together like scrambled eggs with a bunch of stuff in it. So I went for the scrambled eggs. And I actually made that on the oven in the new kitchen. So I put a bunch of stuff on that island, and I.
Get to see our kitchen?
Tina, did you get to see the kitchen? Because I think she was on when I came down or went up there. But I cooked basically in the new kitchen, which was really fun. That island works really well. I just chopped a bunch of bacon, chopped a bunch of ham, chopped a bunch of peppers.
I have no idea what I'm getting into with this, so.
Oh.
Should be interesting.
Yeah. We'll see.
It's definitely a skinnier tile piece. It's not as thick.
Yeah. Yeah, the kitchen's coming together really nice. All that stuff upstairs is looking really good. But yes, the scrambled eggs were very good. The baby actually got down on some scrambled eggs. He loved them, which is good because he's kind of picky about solid foods, but he was doing hand over fist with those little scrambled eggs with bacon in it and ham in it and bell peppers. Those were his jam. He was real excited about that. And even Ellie ate a bunch, which is pretty impressive because that little girl doesn't eat anything that I cook. But she did like that.
This is true.
So basically, Brian is setting that in place, and then we'll cut a really tiny little tile piece to fit in the corner so it doesn't look like, obviously we have a space there.
Right.
We just cut that off the line. But so you guys can kind of see how that accent's gonna look. It's hard to see right now because we don't have the grout in there. When the grout is in, tile all of a sudden comes together all at once very quickly, and it looks really good. But yeah, this isn't terribly hard. Honestly, I think a lot of people don't do tile because they're afraid of lining it up right, but as long as you're a person like him who's really good at lining things up straight, you're probably okay. If you're a person like me, maybe you don't want to do tile because I can't make a straight line to save my life, but if you're kind of a perfectionist, it's really not that hard. Basically, you're putting a little bit of mortar, cement on the wall and lining up those tiles. and then you just put grout in the middle, and the grout's the easy and fun part. You just slap it in between all the seams there, make sure it's evenly filled, and it looks really good, really nice. Yeah, let me see. I'll get close to it here real quick. You guys can see, so it's not like completely white tiles. It's a little bit dirty, so are my hands. But you can see it's kind of got like a faint marbling through it, just a little bit, which it's actually kind of a gray marble, so it complements the gray in the tile there. And hopefully you guys can see that, but yeah, it's gonna look really nice.
Yeah, that is gonna look really good.
We're excited. I don't know, at this stage we're both excited and extremely burnt out. So I'd say we have enough excitement to keep us going, but there's enough burnout to make this also extremely hard at the same time. But we're just pushing on through. Yeah, this tile is kind of, I don't know, I guess it's kind of a Pinterest idea where you do the plain wall and then you have like an accent and then you go back to the plain wall up there. So it just adds a tiny bit of interest in the middle of the shower. So it's not just like a plain boring gray shower. Yeah, Tina, I don't know if you were on before, but let me show you your guest bedroom. Hopefully it's bright enough in here. But there's the big egress window. It's got garbage out of it right now because that's where we shoved all the garbage out today that we have to clean up. But it's a really big window and it just like slides out. And there's gonna be a nice closet there, and there's like a lot of space for a bed, and it's got a little can light in here. And it also has like an extra little alcove here that we can put like a writing desk or something else for somebody to just sit in and hang out. But yeah, it's gonna be really nice. So this is the far bedroom, and then there's like a little wall here where I think I'm gonna put like family pictures and stuff, and it also has a little light up there so you're not walking to the bedroom in the dark. And this is bedroom number 2, which is super dark, but it's also much smaller, and it doesn't have drywall hung yet, so it's probably way too dark to see, but it's a tiny bit smaller. This is gonna be Brian's computer office for now, until the kids are big enough that we can boot them downstairs. And then, I don't know if you saw this, Tina, this is Ellie's new little playhouse. So we have a window here, and a cute tiny little door there. And then underneath there, which if I could figure out how to turn Dad's old, super old construction light on.
You just gotta plug it in.
Oh, you do?
Oh,
it's probably, oh yeah, it's not plugged in over there. I don't know if there's a plug-in over here. I'll try and plug it in for you guys while he's doing the next tile row. Oh, I'm gonna have to unplug the dehumidifier for a second. Or maybe that's the, oops. I'll plug it back in, I promise. Okay, so here is the light that goes in here. Hopefully that's not way too bright for you guys. So this is her little playhouse here. We're gonna put like a tiny little door, and then some little, I don't know if we're gonna actually do windows in here or if we're just gonna like fake that there's windows, but we're definitely gonna do cute little wood trim, maybe like some shutters on either side, so it's really cute. But basically this would have all been wasted space under the stairwell here. You can see the stairwell's going up there. So I will climb in here. And back here in the very back of the playroom, you can actually stand all the way up. And there's gonna be a can light in here. I think that's a fire alarm. He's got the tile saw going again. And then we're gonna floor in here. Hold on, 1 second. So we're gonna put the flooring in here, and then we'll probably do like maybe a little kitchen here and some little tiny kid furniture in here. So she has her own little playroom in there, and she's very excited about that. She talks about her playhouse all the time and how excited she is about it. So I think it'll be nice. I gotta plug this back in here. So I definitely picked the wrong thing to unplug here. Mode, continuous. You can tell Dad I remember what he told me. The continuous mode. Hopefully that's the right one, but we'll check our bucket level here. The bucket should be filling up, takes the humidity out of the room and plops it into the bucket. Yes, Ellie and Jackson are sleeping. We'll take a quick peek over here. I always bring the baby monitor down here so I know what those two are up to. Let's see here. Oh yes, there is Ellie. She's sleeping, and I just use my thumb and pan over. And there is little boy sleeping away. Thank goodness. They don't always go to sleep on time, so. But Ellie is kind of afraid of this camera because it has an infrared light. And when I move it with my thumb, it moves the infrared light towards her. And she doesn't like that. So when I put the camera on her, she kind of freaks out and she'll stay in bed because she's scared of the camera. And she'll stay in bed until she falls asleep, which is probably a horrible thing to do to my child. But at the same time, it's effective because she does actually go to sleep that way. So how are we doing in here? Oh, that looks really good. So yeah, you can see he put the little tiny tile in there to finish it.
I'm actually gonna shift it all over a little bit.
And then he's got the other tile right there. So looks good. Looks like a nice little line there. It's getting there for sure. Huh.
Yeah, it is.
We're liking how it's turning out. I have horrible heartburn. All that bacon and eggs. So let me put the kids back down over here. Yeah, this little baby monitor is super handy because it also has a volume button on it. So if they make one little peep, I can hear it on that monitor, which is great.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah, the live chat does stay. I think I can choose whether to delete this after I'm done or keep it. So I don't know. Do you guys think I should keep this video in the library or toss it? Depends on how good you think it is. It is quite a long video. I'm not sure anybody else will want to watch it, but it does show a lot of good stuff. Yeah, and we're also, we have the video camera going for the vlog. With dark tile floors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would look really good.
Yeah, we're trying to make the decision right now if we want to do the vinyl floor. Those vinyl planks that we're going to do that look like wood is obviously through the rest of the basement, but we're trying to decide right now if we want to tile out the bathroom floor or if we want to go through with the laminate vinyl planks that'll be looking like a wood floor. So
this is going to be right here.
So the next thing he's gonna do is put the, what is that thing called?
Soap dish.
It's a soap dish. So
I'm just gonna mark it out so that I can, I'm not gonna put it up, I'm gonna mark it out so I don't tile around. That makes sense.
yeah. So basically we're gonna mortar in that soap dish too. So whoever's in the shower has somewhere to put their soap and conditioner.
Yeah, this will be Mom's shower when she comes over.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's gonna look good. So we have quite a bit of the tile done.
Yeah.
But yeah, that little soap dish, super cheap. Your mom wants to know where you learned to do all this.
YouTube. That's where anybody can learn to be a professional.
Yeah, we basically YouTube our lives. Whatever we don't know, we just go to Google or YouTube.
Yeah, it's called GTS.
Yeah.
If you don't know what that stands for, look it up.
What does that stand for? Because I don't know.
It stands for Google that shit.
Oh, well, there's that. Your niece is watching.
Oh, sorry.
But yes, Aaliyah, I agree. If we do keep it, other people could see it that don't watch it, for sure.
That's why I said look it up.
Yeah. Getting all the mortar on there. I think it is what everybody does. This day and age, everybody looks everything up. Because it's so easy. You know, it used to be you didn't know how to do something, you just guessed it, and if you got it wrong, right, or you had to pay a contractor, which this would have been really expensive for us to pay somebody to tile this, tile the upstairs, tile the kitchen backsplash and the wet bar. I think we were looking at like 4,000 or 5,000 just in contractor work. And that's a lot of money you can save if you can just Google it and learn how to DIY yourself.
I mean, it won't be as good as a contractor, but you know, if you do it right, it could be close.
Yeah, could be close.
That's our goal, I guess. It's just to come close.
Yeah, and the flooring, because the flooring guy, he quoted us out 5,000 in labor to do the floors. And the flooring is very similar to the tiling, where it's just like, it's not difficult, it just takes a lot of time, which of course Brian and I don't have a lot of, but at the same time we also don't have a lot of $5,000 to just toss around. So yeah, we're just kind of learning as we're going. But you know, I think we'll be able to do the floors nicely. We'll be able to get all this tile done really well. He did a really good job in the half bath when he tiled that, so should be able to get it done really well. We're hoping. But he did a great job putting that, the Hardy backer board, which you can't see because the drywall's kind of blocking it, but there's backer board back here.
Cement board, yeah.
And then there's like a membrane over the top that helps waterproof the whole thing. And then over that, you mortar it, and then you put the tile on, which is also waterproof, and then you grout in between the lines. So just in case any water can slip through, it's got a lot of layers of protection. So, because the one thing you do not want at the end of this is a beautiful shower that leaks everywhere. Because we all know those are a pain to deal with and very expensive down the road.
I need some help here. So, should the next layer match this layer and kind of mirror off of that line? Or should I go to this kind of line right here? So,
My vote's for the second line.
this one?
No.
You want to continue, you want to start with this kind of line right here?
Yep. That's my vote.
Okay, my vote's against that.
Really?
I vote we mirror from that line.
Huh.
What do you guys think?
What do you guys
Split
think?
decision here.
We can't decide. So that's what it looks like right now. And what he's saying is we can either do the same thing up top, or we can stagger the tiles, which would be my preference, on that third line up top, so it continues with an kind of an uneven pattern. Mom said to look it up.
Look it up. I don't have time for that. My mortar's drying.
The mortar's drying. We don't got time. This is personal preference, whether or not we want to mirror it or stagger it. I don't know. I think staggering looks a little bit better because it just tends to look more natural, but at the same time, I can see what he's saying with like the wall suddenly is like mirrored up the wall, I guess. If that makes sense. The tiles mirrored up the wall.
Okay.
Your mom said she's with Diane. Google it or look it up. Aaliyah, it all comes down to you. What do you think? Aaliyah's the tiebreaker. Okay, Aaliyah said, please explain more to get my vote. Done. Okay.
All right, Aaliyah. Okay, so we're gonna continue with the gray tile up above this white line right now. Okay, so do we go with the two tiles right above this, or do we go with this 3 tile pattern right above this and continue? It's gonna continue in this pattern all the way up, but should the next line look like this line, or should the next line look like this? And then we continue the pattern all the way up.
Right. So basically, if you do this line, you're going to have the same look starting here and going up. If you do this line, it's going to continue kind of a staggered look like we have already. And that's going to go up the wall and starting.
But I think if you use that as a mirror, you use this as your mirror image spot, it grabs a focal point better to that white line. That's just my thoughts. Just my thoughts. Also, if you take into consideration
Aaliyah likes the second one. Is the second one down here?
I mean, if you take into consideration the soap dish.
Because I agree with you, Aaliyah.
If you take into consideration the soap dish, it's going to be really tricky to do this pattern because we might need like a little tiny thin piece of tile right there.
Yeah, Aaliyah agrees with me.
Ah, gosh.
Aaliyah, thank you. We have similar tastes. I do agree to stagger the pattern up the wall so we don't have any similarities in our tiling because a more natural look is a staggered tile.
Ridiculous.
So here comes the man to make this happen.
You're ridiculous. Thanks a lot, Aaliyah.
Thank you, Aaliyah. I think it's going to look great. But, well, you guys can see how nice that little accent line looks when he puts the tile up there. It does make it look really nice. Tina says, good job, Aaliyah.
Ugh.
Aaliyah says she does natural looks in Minecraft. I think that's a great plan, Aaliyah. Natural is always better. Yeah, that's gonna look really nice. So now you can see the accent, how that looks there. I do agree, it's gonna be worth it in the end. Mom says, so exciting to see it happen. I'm glad you think this is exciting because this is already a 42-minute live video.
Yeah.
This is a long one.
All right. Let's see where that puts the soap dish, though.
So the question is, how does the soap dish look?
See how big that gap is?
Oh, that's okay. We're just gonna put a little sliver there.
We're gonna need to put a little tiny sliver.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have to cut another one, right, to make it come up to that point.
Actually, you know what? This is gonna be a really tricky cut because it's gonna be a tile that's gonna be basically this piece, but we gotta have it have a little tiny sliver. So thanks a lot.
Oh, it's gonna look nice.
No, it'll be all right. It'll be all right.
Yeah, Mom was wondering where the shower was looking at before she found the live chat, so this is perfect live update for her. All right, so let's see if he can do this tricky cut. Just a lot of measuring and math, which he happens to be very good at, so I'm not too concerned. Hopefully this isn't making you guys seasick. I'm like up and down all the time. All right, let's get over here. This is his awesome tile saw that he got from Craigslist for $100 from a guy in Linden. And there's our cool fireplace again, just because I like to look at it, so you guys can look at it too. My favorite thing. Although I do like the drywall too, Dad. That's also a favorite. Okay, here it is, the loud tile saw. So we got to see where we're at here.
Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit tricky.
Leah said that sounds like her dad's wood saw. Yeah, it's a loud saw for sure.
It's 3 inches. And 1/4 inch gap there, so 2 1/4. And then add another quarter. 2 1/2 inches.
Yeah, Mom says, Aaliyah, your dad's gonna be tiling your house too. So you'll get to watch this in live action.
There you go, 3 1/2 inches.
Aaliyah says, soon, sometime. So this is the tricky cut. We'll see if he can do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think your mom dropped off the video.
Did she?
She got tired.
Yeah.
She goes to bed very early. It is a long video.
Yeah.
Yeah, all 3 of us are remodeling. Oh, you're here. It says we only have 2 viewers, but I don't know. My little YouTube app's probably glitching out then. Oh, her phone's about to die though. That's always the problem at the end of the day. Do you have enough battery on your phone? Usually not.
Okay. I'm just gonna cut this a little ways in here.
All right, so that's the first cut. Are you gonna go remeasure?
Yeah.
Getting our cardio tonight.
I think I might have measured. Oh no.
Did you get it?
Might have measured a little bit incorrectly. I did. I measured the wrong direction. Blast. Well, that's a scrap piece.
Well, that's
Yeah.
all right.
That's too bad.
Gotta make that cut again. Second time's a charm.
Whoops.
He's doing the math.
Two and 3/8. 2 and 3/8.
Oh yeah, he's always doing math in his head. That head holds a lot of good numbers. That's a good skill to have if you're a good math person. I am not a good math person. I wish I was. Math has not always worked out well for me. I don't like to show my work either, Aaliyah, but that's usually because I'm wrong, so I don't want anyone else to see my failed logic. How did we do?
Much better that time.
Much better.
Hopefully there's a huge gap there.
Yeah, Aaliyah's another one that's really good at math. That's, oh, my finger's cutting that. I gotta restart our time lapse here. Let's see. Our camera shut off. And there we go. Now it'll be watching Brian build the wall.
Excuse me. Should have put this thing on first, huh?
Well, whatever way works better for you.
Okay. So we need to add a 1/4 inch gap on each side.
Aaliyah says she's not that good at math. I don't think that's the case, Aaliyah. You're very good at cooking, which usually means you have some math skills for sure.
1.25 inches. So I'll basically need, oh man, that's gonna be a tough cut. Hopefully it doesn't break.
We'll see if he breaks the tile. This is very exciting, guys. We'll see if he can manage the cut without breaking. Ah. We're basically a reality TV show. Can he do it?
That needs to be 3/4 inch.
I'm glad you guys like watching. You'll have to let me know if it gets to be where you're like, all right. But we're having a lot of fun. Brian and I love doing this stuff together. It's always a nice time. When the kids are in bed, we get to do projects together, which is our little alone time to do projects. It's fun watching it come together. Oh, you're almost there. Oh, that looks good.
Didn't break.
Looks good. Let's see if that matches the wall. Yeah, Aaliyah, you do have a young dog, which does tend to, they tend to be a little bit like human babies for sure. Puppies can be a lot like little babies.
So, here it is. I feel like that's way too big though.
You want me to hold it for you?
It's gonna be too big of a gap there. Let me see the soap dish. Yeah, it's gonna be too big of a gap.
Can we mortar it? Or just have a huge grout line there?
Nah. We don't want to do that. It would look weird.
This is a tough cut, guys. Third time's a charm.
Yeah. I might just skip that part and come back to it because I still have a bunch of mortar that I don't want to mess around with that too much when we got a bunch of mortar that needs to be used up and not dry.
Yeah, that's true. We have this bucket of mortar here that the clock ticks on because it dries like, you know, pretty quick. So we do have to keep pushing on, and that cut might just have to be done at a later time so we can get that going. How are we looking?
Whoops.
So now he's got to place those little spacers in to help keep that tile up. Because we do not want this drying with one of these spaces slowly sinking overnight. That would be very unfortunate. But yeah, that looks good.
Yeah.
Looking nice. So now you guys can kind of see like what that accent piece is there for. Basically, it just adds a little extra dimension to break up those big old boring gray tiles, which are pretty in their own way, but they do get a little bit old after a while. They've got like this little slight pattern running through them, but these white ones do have that really pretty, oops, slight marbling effect.
What'd you do?
I moved a spacer, but I fixed it.
I'm gonna take this, all this up. Ooh. That way it doesn't dry that way.
So I think we're gonna skip this one for now since we're having a difficult time getting that cut.
Well, I just don't want the mortar drying out.
Yeah, the mortar washes off really easily. So probably what's gonna happen is, that'll be my job before we go to bed tonight, is we have a bucket here with, ooh, a sponge way down in there. Oh, Aaliyah says sorry. That's okay, Aaliyah.
It's not her fault.
We would have had to do that tough cut anyway because we just forgot that we had that little thing, whatever that thing is called, that soap catcher. But yeah, this mortar just like, well, we'll go down here where it's kind of dried, but yeah, basically you can just wash it off. A little bit of elbow grease and it comes right off. Which I don't have a whole lot of elbow grease right now because I'm holding the phone, but yeah, we already did a wash on it, but it's easy to take off. Same with the grout. Huh.
Yeah. Might be kind of tricky to do the tile above that one because with there not being anything here, it might drop the tile. The tile might drop over time.
Oh, because we don't have a
Not being
spacer.
square.
Right.
Well, we have a spacer, but we can put like 2 spacers in here.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if it'll. It should keep it still level because.
Yeah. So that would be our dilemma is the missing soap dish hopefully won't mess up our tile line up there and make it drop a little bit, but we will keep using the spacers and see if we can just finagle past that, because we really do have to move here since we've got this bucket of wet mortar here that just keeps on slowly drying. Which is basically like buttercream frosting. Oh, Mom said, can you do the other two walls instead of going up further?
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, we could do that. That actually might make it easier, huh? And back to the shower we go.
Okay, let me see if I can do this here.
Hopefully this isn't way too shaky for you guys. Mom said, can you get up to the soap dish on the one and all the way up to the others? I think he's set on finishing this wall, so we'll see how this goes. I don't think it's too big of a problem because this is pretty thick mortar and it holds pretty well. Hopefully I won't eat my words later and go, well, you were right, Mom.
Mom's always right.
Mom's always right. Those are the rules. Ellie would disagree with you on that right now. She's got a lot to say about.
Oh, mother knows best. That's what it is. Not
Mother knows best.
Not mom's always right.
The toddler does not agree that mother knows best.
Guess I got that one a little backwards, didn't I?
Oh, that's okay. Yes, our little Ellie Grace likes to throw around a lot of attitude these days. She has got the 3-year-old princess thing down.
Oops.
Yes, that's true. Ellie does not think I know anything at all. She's big into her own little 3-year-old world right now.
Almost lost it there. Do you see that?
That big glop
Yeah.
right onto our unmasked shower basin.
It's an easy thing to clean up.
Yeah.
As long as you clean it up.
Tile's kind of meant to be a dirty job that cleans up really easily. Kind of like mud, it just washes right off. The mortar anyways. I mean, I think maybe if we let it like actually dry, then it might not wash off, but.
Yeah.
You got the tiles cut for that line?
Yep.
We're almost there. Almost to the ceiling. Oh, it shouldn't scratch as long as we wipe carefully.
What's that?
She said, I'm not worried about the mud staying, just scratches.
Oh. Yeah. Alright. Need to throw Dave's radio on. Don't know if I can do that. Maybe we can. Who knows?
And here it goes. The first tile. Well, we would turn the radio on, but YouTube will copyright us.
I don't know. Streamers stream live music all the time.
But they're on Twitch, right?
Yeah, but
YouTube's.
streamers stream on YouTube as well.
Oh. Can you guys see each other's chat messages, or do you just know
I
when
should
I
be able
read
to
them
see
to
it,
you?
yeah.
You do see it?
Yeah, I should be able to see it.
You guys are our live video guinea pigs because we've never done live video before.
Yeah.
And this is a doozy of a live video. We're going on 67 minutes right now. Oh, okay. So then I'll stop reading back the live messages to you guys because you're probably like, I've already seen that. I just assumed I could only see it. Oh, good to know. Good to know. Thanks, guys.
Now this is what I was saying is going to be an issue.
Yeah, you might have to put a bunch of spacers in the end there.
Yeah.
So we're gonna load this one up with spacers.
I don't think it really needs any more than 2, to be honest with you.
Oh!
Where'd that fall from? Huh?
A spacer just fell out. Over here.
I think it was up here.
Might have been. Must. Oh.
I got it.
Oh, you already fixed it.
Yeah.
These little spacers are sometimes kind of a pain to press in there.
Yeah, that'll work. Just gonna have to skip that gap for now.
Well, that's true, Aaliyah. If I read them, then people know that I did see them. So you know if I'm responding to you or not. Which is a lot more interactive than me just ignoring the chat, which I don't want to
We'll
do.
double that up just to make it stronger so it doesn't get squished down.
Yeah, we're going to double down on the spacers here so we don't have to worry about a problem. Mom says she likes that I read this stuff to you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. I guess I'm not really looking at it.
Yeah, he can't see anything. He told me, why don't you try going live on YouTube? And I was sitting there changing out the fireplace rock. I was like, live? I mean, I guess I can do that.
It's the easiest.
It is the easiest way since we have failed to edit so far this week.
We will put out a week 11 update video for sure.
And a last weekend's vlog because we have a lot of really good painting tips from Dad to put up.
Right.
Aaliyah has to go in 5 minutes.
Okay.
That's okay, Aaliyah. It's probably getting late. I have no idea what time it is right now. But what time is it, guys? Is it like 8 or 9? Probably 9-ish.
Don't you?
I can't see on my
Yes,
phone. Oh my goodness. It says it's 8:44.
Man, it's early. Holy cow.
That's not early. That's late. That's past my bedtime. I go to bed not too long after the kids go to bed. They go to bed at 7.
Yeah.
What you yawn about?
I'm just not sure that we want to put a whole lot of weight above that tile there.
Oh, to keep going up. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna stop right there as far as height goes.
Yeah, we might have to.
Because I don't want to put any weight down on this side here.
Well, I'm glad you guys like watching.
Yeah, thanks for stopping in. I'm sure get you guys a live update.
Yeah, and you guys get to see with us what our shower is turning out to look like, which I think is pretty good so far. And then this little middle line, we're gonna wrap around this side and then wrap it around the other side. So the whole shower will have like a little white, which I think will look pretty good. Don't you think?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no problem, guys. Well, since we're not gonna go any farther up the wall, I'm probably gonna end the live video here, especially since it's almost 9 o'clock at night. And we've been going for 71 minutes, which is a pretty decent live update. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you all have a really good night. Which, oops, I'm about to, oh,
My soap dish.
I almost broke the soap dish. Yeah, love you guys. Do you want to say bye-bye?
See you guys later.
Bye-bye.